there's an interesting tip for those of you running ready mode here, which I'll show you, is checking the dialer reports. And so it's when you have ready mode running, once we get our ready mode up and running, what we do is we keep an eye on the dialer very closely because we need to do a few things actively. One of those things is watching the phone numbers. When we get reported as spam, even just once, we throw that phone number away and then we purchase a brand new phone number. That way, we don't get on the radar as far as getting any complaints against the phone numbers or build up any sort of track record of complaints. So it's important to switch out those and buy new numbers actively. And then you can see here the abandon rate. This is specifically too high right now. We try not to get over a 3 or 4% abandon rate. And you can see yesterday the abandon rate was 8%. Today it's been at 4% and 7%. So what that means is that we are dialing too many numbers at once and they're dropping off at too high of a rate. If the cold caller is talking to one person and then another person connects and then there's not another cold caller to come in and back them up and grab that call and it drops off, it's an abandoned phone call. If we abandon at a 3 or 4 higher than a 3 or 4% rate, that gets us on the radar as spam. We'll get reported as spam faster and it reduces effectiveness. So we have eyes on this dialer. We have a person, their job is just watch the dialer, make sure we're not getting reported as spam, make sure the abandon rate's right, and then also look through keep an eye on the answer rate, make sure we're at the right answer rate, and then watch the algorithm as far as how good the data is. Because as we burn through data, when we've called data too many times, it gets old, and then you can see the answer rate goes down, and the algorithm starts telling us this data is old, and then we need to quickly, even mid-campaign or midday, we'll switch to a new set of data just to make sure that we stay effective. So dialer management, I think, is the biggest mistake that I see people make when they're just like, okay, I'm going to hire a cold caller and hammer it. Yeah, the cold caller is going to do that, but they're going to be hammering these calls. And then generally there's not someone managing the dialer actively. And so it's just one of the reasons that it's far less effective until people get the whole feel of it. Of course, this is stuff that you can learn with hours of time, but we get it uploaded, we start making the phone calls, and we do that extremely effectively.